I have to show you something before I leave, and that is the funny Aladdin cat. Now Aladdin cat, this is his place where he stays. He'll sleep either during the day or at night. That's his favourite spot. This is the garden. Now some of you gardeners would creep out at this, but just, you know, I mean, I just do what I do. I do it for everything. I do it for nature. This is my little sort of straw garden. The soil is not very good. I'm reactivating the soil. I'm not really doing this for myself. I'm doing this for nature, for the earth. That's just the way I am. I have to do this. And in the back there are sugar snap peas. And here are green onions. And I just cut them off and eat them. Oh wow. Hey, a tomato's come up. Man, one of my tomato seeds came. I brought tomato seeds and I put them in, and I was looking after like maybe 5 weeks and one of them came up. Anyway, I'm off the topic. This is the topic. Aladdin cat. Aladdin cat, catio. And so this is his garden too, and I also did this for him, for the 2 cats, and that is their brother and sister. And today, the 4th of May, is his birthday. And he's a kind of Pyrenees cat, a special breed, pure breed. And he's from the Pyrenees in France. And he now happily lives in the Mediterranean, which he loves. And his sister cat is upstairs sleeping. But this is his spot. So when I created this, and before I did the planting in the straw, this always was his place. This is where he would come beside the sage, and this is also a Pyrenean sage that was replanted here. And he would, when he was in the Pyrenees, he would always sleep by the sage when he was a little kitten. And now he chose this as his place. When it's nice, he comes here, and then it's human. But he loves it. I mean, he's the garden helper. I mean, now some of you purists would be horrified at this. And then the humans would want to, and hey, and that's my stinging nettle. I wanted stinging nettles and they never grew, and I was always saying, man, how do I get stinging nettles in? And this nettle appeared, and funnily enough it appeared where little Catio, and that's his place. So basically I have planted onions and, yeah, sorry guys, I don't want to disturb you. Onions, and I've got a tomato here. And that chair I showed you before, just behind him, I've just planted a cherry tomato. And then we have onions, we have garlic. I'm not sure, I've planted new garlic. I don't see it yet. And behind sugar snap peas, and this is an unknown creation. I can't remember what that is. But anyway, it works out, and for the first time ever in the garden, red admiral butterflies come in, other butterflies, little funny buzzing bee type creatures, and so it benefits all the creatures, because we cannot just create gardens for ourselves. Now this is his place, and this is where he has peace of mind, and he's not too, he sometimes is okay to be filmed, but in general, you know, he's there to have his peace. And so what happened was, he was sitting on his chair, which is kind of like behind here, and he was watching me, so he can see from here, from his little chair. And he's quite the character, you know. So this is his little chin. He's watching me from here. And he'd been sleeping here. And that's his strawbale too. And he also rests and sleeps in the strawbale. And so he was watching me through this gap there, planting something. And I planted it, and then I went away to get some water to water in the roots. And the next thing I knew, he went over to check, what is she doing? What is she doing in my special spot? Well, we humans have to respect that, because we're all here on the earth together, you know, we're sharing this earth. And I'll talk later about how many other creatures I've seen now coming in who benefit. Because this, before I started this garden was basically a wasteland. And in 1.5 years, it has turned into, it has turned into a garden where nature is king. Could you say that?